Malky, we start off in terms of injuries, COVID or suspensions. Have you got any problems ahead of this weekend?
No, we seem to be all clear. We've just had our checks with the COVID there, so everybody's okay with that. We won't have Yanni available this game, but possibly for the next game. But everything else is as it was before. Still Sam Kerr's a wee bit to go yet. Megan Bell is slowly but surely getting back there. She's actually on the pitch now, training and rehabbing. Kayla will return to training on Saturday, which is good. So yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. We're just mindful we're not trying to push it too fast, too quick, you know.
Looking back to the game midweek, obviously what catches most people's eye would be the double for Jane Ross and the hat trick for Brogan Hay. But watching the game, I was particularly impressed by Zoe Ness and further back Demi Vance.
Yep.
Are you deliberately playing Zoe further back, or was that just how the game developed?
Well, I think Zoe is such an intelligent player, and what we have now is we have a freedom on the field where players will naturally drop into areas where they're comfortable, and other players will pick up maybe the areas that they've come out of, you know. So we've got a real intelligence within the squad now, you know, given the fact that we've now signed, Big Tessel Medag, who, if you plot her kind of pattern on the pitch, although she's playing as a 6, you'll see her getting forward and breaking the back line of Spartan's defence. You'll see her getting out wide. You'll see her dropping into areas as well. So Zoe's got a freedom to just go and play, and the rest of the players adapt and adjust round about her to keep her shape should we get a possession.
In terms of Demi, were you particularly worried about her injury over the summer?
No, Demi Vance is one of the most professional players that you'll ever come across. What you see isn't really what you get with Demi. You know, she's very, very astute in what she does, and her attention to detail. It was no surprise that she came back. She could have probably came back quicker, Mark, to be honest with you. And it was actually the club and the medical team that put the reins on her, just to ensure that there wasn't going to be any further injury or risk. So it was just really about making sure that she was going to come back. Well, you can see her even with I think it's her second goal where she wins the ball, drives out of defence and ends up in the left wing, crossing the ball. I think for Brogan's goal.
At the weekend, obviously, you've got Hibs who have won 3 out of 4, established a crowd record and had a pretty barnstorming game against Hearts. So I would imagine they'll be flying. I thought they were fantastic in the break. Last year I thought Rangers suffered a wee bit. There was a little bit of indecision a couple of times, and individual players making mistakes, maybe when they had too much time in the ball, giving possession away, and guess what, the ball ends up in the back of the net. Have you been able to work with the players over the summer on and just tightening up the defence?
Well, I think that was part of our problem that we had against Spartans as well. That we controlled the game and we were never going to lose the game, in my opinion. However, there was a bit of loose play in terms of decision making. Maybe holding on to the ball too long before they released the pass. Had they released the pass earlier, it would have got there and we would have retained the ball better. So yeah, there's wee bits in our game that we're always trying to improve. And you're right in what you say. Hibs will be a hard game for us. Make no mistake about it. It'll be a tough 90 minutes that we'll encounter. But one that we're looking forward to, and we're looking forward to that challenge.